Okay, own up. Who else has been hooked on CNN for the past week watching the results of the US election come in? Wolf Blitzer, John King and Anderson Cooper have become household names with some awesome coverage.
That is the most powerful person in the world, and we see him like an obese turtle on his back, flailing in the hot sun.
But the best thing was seeing Trump's lead slowly, hour by hour, over the course of 4 days, whittle down to nothing and then be overtaken by Biden as all the mail-in votes were counted. And it got me thinking about football and great comebacks, in particular, great Newcastle United comebacks over the years. So here are 5 of my favourite Newcastle United comebacks of all time. Just a month after Keegan's shocked Tyneside and the football world, Newcastle United faced Leicester City. It's one of those myths perpetuated in time that most games played under Keegan ended 4-3 or something. But the truth is it was actually a rare thing. We actually usually just battered teams. Anyway, for this matchup, Dalglish was in charge and we actually still had a very good team then. However, with 13 minutes left of this match, we found ourselves trailing after Emil Heskey put the Foxes 3-1 ahead. Step forward Mr. Shearer, who quickly dispatched a 13-minute hat-trick that started with a 20-yard free kick and ended with a tap-in after Robley slotted the ball across to him right in front of the Gallagher end. It was an amazing comeback. It was a fantastic atmosphere in St James's Park, and I count myself lucky that I was able to be there in the flesh to see that take place. The 5th of February 2011 will live long in my memory. Probably the strangest match I've ever attended was Newcastle United 4, Arsenal 4. Just to put things into context, the match took place a week after Andy Carroll had been sold to Liverpool for £35 million, and it was only 2 months since Chris Hughton was unfairly sacked. The fans were not happy, and that's an understatement. To then find ourselves 4-0 down after just 26 minutes to a very good Arsenal team who absolutely tore us apart in the first half was very hard to take. Some people left. However, most people stayed, probably too shocked to move, and thank goodness most people didn't leave, because the second half was very special indeed, especially from a Newcastle point of view. After scoring a penalty in the 68th minute thanks to Joey Barton, Newcastle never looked back. Goals in the 75th minute from Leon Best-is-Mint and the 83rd minute another Barton penalty left Arsenal so cocky and arrogant in the first half on the ropes. And then up stepped Cheick Tiote, may he rest in peace, to score that goal in the 87th minute. St James's Park erupted. It was absolutely unbelievable. And to this day, the only time I think I've ever celebrated a goal more was Robley's equaliser at Wembley against Chelsea in the FA Cup semi-final back in the year 2000. The truth is, we actually had a chance to win the game too, 5-4, but we settled for 4-4. It was just amazing. The next great comeback that I've chosen, it was during Bobby Robson's spell as Newcastle United manager. A time when we played some of the best football we've ever been fortunate enough to see. The forward line of Shearer, Bellamy, Robert and Solano meant we were always a threat in any match, as Leeds found out in December 2001. Just a few days after one of my all-time favourite Newcastle matches that saw us beat Arsenal 3-1 at Highbury, after having not won a match in London for nearly 4 years, Bobby and his team rocked up at Ellen Road to face a very good Leeds side who had themselves played Champions League football fairly recently. With just half an hour left to play, Newcastle found themselves 3-1 down, but that's when the comeback started. Robbie Elliott, with a diving header, made it 3-2. Shearer equalised from the penalty spot, and then our super trumpet-playing Peruvian Nolberto Solano ran onto a lovely through ball from Kieran Dyer in the 90th minute to seal a fantastic away win. Absolutely unbelievable comeback. The next game is another game that we won 4-3, this time back in the Championship back in 2016. A hat-trick from our number 9 after coming back from 3-1 down is something we've heard before, but this time it was Dwight Gale who popped up in the 6th minute of injury time to break Norwich City hearts. In fact, deep into stoppage time and with just 2 minutes left on the clock, we were losing. Then Johan Gouffran popped up to equalise and gain a vital point. However, the team had other ideas, and right at the death, Gale stabs home from close range to seal victory. Points that would actually become crucial, come what may, when the club edged out Brighton on the final day of the season for the Championship title by the slimmest of margins. And again, an amazing atmosphere in St James's Park. I wasn't lucky enough to be there that night, my dad was, but it was just an incredible game, and everyone who was there will remember it for a long, long time. And speaking of matches where we needed 2 goals in injury time, let's not forget Everton away from last season. After being absolute red-hot garbage for 90 minutes and quite deservedly trailing 2-0 to Everton, the game clock ticked over into injury time. In fact, the clock ticked onto 93 minutes with only 94 minutes to play. And then Newcastle's players decided that was the moment to launch an unlikely comeback. Florian Lejeune somehow scored 2 goals to grab a point, and the best thing about it all, Jordan Pickford's meltdown. More of that, please. But I have to finish this video with what I truly believe is Newcastle United's all-time greatest comeback. And it wasn't just one match, although the match that clinched this comeback had a huge twist within it itself. Yes, I'm talking about Newcastle United's Champions League group campaign back in 2002. After losing our first 3 group matches, we were left with a mammoth task of winning the remaining 3 matches in order to progress, something no other club had ever done before in Champions League history. After wins at home to Juventus and Kiev, Bobby Robson and his team travelled to the Netherlands to face Feyenoord in a win-or-bust game for the Mags. And things were going pretty well, to be honest. We were 2-0 up with 65 minutes on the clock, but by the time we reached the 71st minute, that lead had completely disappeared. And to be perfectly honest with you, Feyenoord then had lots of chances to go on and win the match and grab that place in the next round of the Champions League. As the game ticked into the 90th minute, Kieran Dyer had a shot parried and it fell to Craig Bellamy, who hit a shot from such a tight angle and it hit the keeper and nestled into the side of the net. The away end went absolutely mad. Newcastle secured the 3-2 win and the place in the next round of the Champions League, where we would then face the likes of Inter Milan and Barcelona. I watched the game at home, but I vividly remember going absolutely nuts with my dad when Craig Bellamy scored that winner in the last minute. The relief, the fact that we'd done it, that we'd managed to get through the group stage against all the odds, and it will take something special for that to be overtaken as Newcastle's greatest ever comeback. I don't know how Newcastle could ever do anything that will surpass that, but maybe one day we will, and I'll look forward to that happening. What I would really love to know is your favourite Newcastle United comebacks of all time. Please put a comment in the comments below. Let me know the games that I've missed out of this video that you think were great Newcastle United comebacks. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, please hit the like button and consider subscribing too, and I will see you really soon for another video.